When I tell you nothing in this world makes sense anymore, nothing in this world makes any sense anymore. Excuse me, guys, I'm making this video right after I did a workout. But I have to talk about this because what I'm noticing is a steep decline in the level of quality parenting. And it's happening at every level. But mainly it's being failed at the young age, between the ages of 5 and 10. As I live in my apartment complex, and just in general, just me observing people and all this stuff, I keep noticing that there's an increasing amount of children that are between the ages of 5 and 10 that just aimlessly walk around in the environment as if nothing can happen to them. And I'm just like, where's your parents? Where's your guidance? Me personally, I would never allow any of my 5 to 10-year-olds to just walk around in public by themselves. They can't defend themselves. They can't critically think. And so it's no shocker that when you talk to these women, or when you guys end up in these situations, just having trauma at a young age, it's because your parents were neglectful. And there's a considerable amount of parents that, if we're just being honest, just shouldn't be parents. Like, they, for whatever reason, they're just reckless with their sexual conquest, for lack of a better term. Their lack of sexual morality, going unprotected with the majority of men and women that they're dealing with, knowing that this can cause conceivement within a woman. They do it, and with no intention of raising the child. They're just engaging in their sexual lust, and then, oh, here comes a baby. I noticed this one woman that lives in my apartment complex, and she has 3 daughters, and she neglects them. The older daughter raises, typically is the mom of the other daughters, and she's the oldest daughter can't be more than 10 to 12 years old, and she's bossing the her little sisters around, trying to tell them what to do. And the mother just walks away. As soon as he parks the car, gets out of the car, she don't try to unhook the kids from the seat. That's the older sister's job, her daughter's job, oldest daughter's job. And then here's the blasphemy, right? She has the nerve to get pregnant again because she has that baby bump again. Now, people say your past doesn't matter. It does matter, because it's an indication of your future. What you're doing now, your habits now, indicate where you're going in your future. Now, she hasn't raised the 3 kids she has now. Do you think she's going to raise the 4th child? And in this apartment complex, it's a pretty solid apartment complex. I'm not trying to brag or boast, but it seems to me that she's having these children so that she can have either more child support, she can have more government benefits, because I know whatever job she works, it's not enough to pay for that apartment and all the extra expenses that she has. This is how people leech off the government, especially women. This is why I say that, women don't need a man, they don't want a man, because they know the government is their new man. It will help them create a safe haven for them. And so this is why the young kids are broken, because the parents are broken. Broken people are raising broken children, and it's going to deteriorate the quality of people in our society. That's why integrity, one of the reasons why integrity is gone. Respect for authority is gone. Manners, just basic respect is gone. It's because the parents failed them first. And they expect the teachers to be the parent and the teacher. They expect the coach to be the parent and the teacher. You know, people just use public education as a daycare. Let's just be honest. When they get home, the parents don't check the homework to make sure they're passing grades. Hell, the parents are out doing their own thing. The kids are out doing their own thing, raising themselves. And we're wondering why these kids don't amount to anything. We're wondering why our youth doesn't amount to anything. And there's so many different things that's wrong. Okay, the parents are failing. The education, the level of quality of education is failing at the high school and the college level. Guys, we're being failed at multiple levels, and nobody is trying to fix it. So it's just like a flip of the coin. If you happen to have good parents, or you happen to have the intelligence to get from under bad parents, good for you. But if you happen to have bad parents and you have low intelligence to get out of it, or whatever the reason is that you're stuck in because of your parents, you're just screwed because nobody's trying to help you. Nobody truly can help you. This is why community, they say it takes a village to raise a child. We have no community. There is no village to raise the child. Everybody's isolated and alone. This is the harsh reality of our future, of our young children, and the future of America. People are like, well, we're going to create domestic manufacturing. Well, it's not going to matter because we're going to have to automate it because we're not going to have the level of competent young people to work them. They're not hard workers. They're not intelligent. They're extremely incompetent. They're overly emotional, hedonistic. And then the cycle's just going to continue. Hurt people are going to get into relationships because you never seen a good example of a good family. You were never raised amongst a good family. So what are you going to create? Another broken family. And then your child's going to repeat the same thing because they don't know. All they know is dysfunction. And dysfunction will rule the society. Because the intelligent people, you know that it takes $400,000 to raise a child in today's culture. So you're not just going to frivolously just have too many children. Meanwhile, the broke, the unintelligent, the lower class are going to out-procreate you to the point to where they rule the society. Well, not rule the society, but they're going to be the majority in society, and they're going to outnumber you, and who knows what that leads to. But it's not going to be anything good. So this is the future of what we're having to deal with. And it's extremely sad. And excuse me, I know two people that are teachers. My friend Chris, who has been in the chat room, who comments consistently. Chris Polk, you guys go subscribe to his channel. Very good brother, trying to help the young kids. He's actually delaying an opportunity to, just see his class of kids he came in with, to see them succeed and graduate. That shows you the heart of him. I know my friend, his wife is a teacher, and she's trying her best to make a difference the best she can. But the truth of the matter is, you can help who wants to be helped, but at the same time, you can't really help them. You have a small, limited amount of time to help them, and a small amount of period. And don't get it twisted. A good message, a good teacher that believes in you can take you a long way, can change the trajectory of your life. But for the vast majority of people, they will be lost, and there's nothing that you can do about it because it wasn't your problem. It wasn't your failure. You weren't the point of failure. The parents were. That's the reality of our future, our current state of our young people. You guys enjoy this reality, which I know most people don't enjoy reality or truth, but if you appreciate it, I highly would like it if you guys hit the subscribe button. If you guys like this channel, you guys can identify with this channel. Subscribe, comment your thoughts, and like the video. I appreciate you guys. Have a good day, good week. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace.